vision.
Bunker to hide since the object moves with an incredible speed at you to understand the degree of danger. I repeat, this planet the size of 47,000 miles, and she was going to go very short distances from land, and as closer we will have very serious effects. Is not the Sunday. I saw this thing close. It looks like a small sun. They have their own as well as glow. Our sun has flash, and this object only he throw huge space clouds. Floated iron, and at first we could not dismantle what we see, but at least approach. We were able to see more details, including roughly the temperature at. I counted objects somewhere between the family 10 million of degrees. I do not know correct or not, but I can say that they're definitely hot. So as an object regurgitates like the sun, flares into space, huge weight iron particles around him, and it looks. I am unimaginably emissions due to the height, at least 5 or more than 1,000 in the world. I spacewalk. I know that when we watched the object, he started going towards the sun. His subsidence caused him dust clouds down instead of gather around it. It looked like a movement upside head while forming his wings kind of sides. I know that the ancient Sumerians said that this thing is wing centrifugal force. Funny thing, when we see her, she will look like huge winged shores. Dust cloud museum. Iron oxide here tell me that this facility is so strong gravity that if one will not mind special protective helmet, all that people knew and I remember to be erased. Time passes, people simply will not to realize that did, because this object will cause so strong shocked even Bible there is a description this point that no one will be nothing. Remember, as strong field will this thing when it will be held in front of us, it will cause great huge noise, shock waves throughout the huge earth. Supposedly not will beat out atmosphere towards this planet. It will be all over the place, all over the planet, since that if you helpless you just simply freeze. This magnetic field literally will affect your brain, so it makes sense to think about this now and acquire some headdress like motorcycle to protect their brains. I am sure that these guys of RO know what they say. It is a fact. Imagine everything into the single will go crazy, forget who they are and what they do. This thing, it will look like red-winged fire dragon, like it described this planet in ancient Sumerians, Chinese and other peoples as those held earlier. He did not. It will look like white ball is something such as the most huge red iron dust cloud, bright red hot planet within the system. I mean, it would be as we have seen under the supervision. I cannot answer that. Talking about here is the other. I also do not rule out the possibility that this facility is no one. I saw him through satellite Hubble close, then shut down the Hubble and coded all transmissions of data. We looked, we know that Hubble was at this time in the Earth's shadows and looked down at an angle to the ecliptic. This means that the object approaching from below. I think that he now really close to us, and we can see him anytime. I have in view of what I do my best to prepare for the consequences of this. Really helps expression of the ancient books describing that the thief stole imperceptible when all suddenly he fell asleep. As an expression, the sun disappeared at noon in Jerusalem. Anticipating this moment, the shift of continents, there is only one account where the sun can disappear at noon. It is just a moment when the planet was experiencing a shift. All continents government for a long time know about this facility. 80 years ago this planet was at a distance of 70 light years away from Earth, and they already knew. We do now calculation of this planet and established it moves with a speed of 3,500 miles per hour. Clearly this is the result, and calculating and speed. But it increases gradually speed, and so we think that the object will come sooner because passing the backside of the sun it increases speed in twins. Its orbit is such that he does not move around the sun, so the rate of increase in several times when the object will go and the solar system. He will be a great quickly as possible back into space means when it is near we do not even notice how we will pass in the country. We're ready. This is my personal opinion. Object very quickly will move leaving the solar system. I repeat what I said, the object diameter of 47,000 miles for land size, and he will take place in passing around us, and we will be warned. No one will see it until it becomes too late. I think we have long a plan. I think all the it happens earlier than they say. We were aware of, but United States were excitement in the scientific this time. The mysterious objects in the outer space, astronomers have searched new planets but not. We want to talk about this. In 1961 in the scientific magazine Popular Science, on the cover there was news about this. I was really an object thrilled. There was drawing huge red planet. The article says that object flow. It causes huge wave 3 miles covering the shore and mountain. Nobody believed that this is possible because the object was very far and approximation planned 50 years. And now 50 years have passed. What do you think? Where now this planet? It already watched. I saw this object and can tell you it has unimaginably many debris around. You know, we live in the solar system. It has unimaginably many debris around. You know, we live in the solar system, not 9 planets and one great song, and that something has 7 own planets, satellites, and actually the sun. But I think that I cannot see how on earth. Oceans and read more. This huge iron red ball, huge bullet clouds and suicides, iron and very dense atmosphere. When we first saw the thing, it was like a small red point with a small table, but over time, with every year it became more and more. And you could see the object like around it was hot, a huge ball of outbreaks throwing great amount dust in the distance, thousands of miles in all directions, and you could to see it. Planets rotate around the globe. I'll tell you about that. I'm not haunted me. I think about this. The object is rotated like planet ground. It looks like miniature the solar system. It seems to us will win passage of the system through the center, our solar system. It cannot be good, but unfortunately, it can cause the same effects described in some history books. Can we expect in force before the cataclysm? We have also seen asteroids have this object has many asteroids are near about the main sun in well diameter about 50,000 of miles. And if you look at the tail, there is also a meteorites, them there millions in general. Its tail shape, it resembles a huge red drop, and if you could consider this near the mind, and you would have spotted each meteorite. I guarantee you a lot of them in the tail of the thing, followed by the people. CIA say that we will not be too close to this thing in time when she will pass, as they told me that the object strongly accelerate when pass behind the sun, so it is possible will be held earlier than some say. The object will be to distance of 20 million miles away when will be held in front of us. Earth roll over on its side, we will guide through. Tail objects will be beaten. Meteorites weighing a half-ton meteorites are falling like rain, and I guarantee that and is because the tail of this thing so much tail debris, simply babbitt huge number trash. I mean that in any way it cannot be stopped. Tail this object and we will just pass through it. He beat everyone on the surface to the extent that I will be one field. All signs say it is better at this time to be under, at least on the ground depth of 20 or 30, 40 meters on the surface. All the roofs of homes knock people from the CIA. I was told that from the start of the shift poles to the end it will take no more than 28 minutes. It does not allow you to even ready plainly. If you see object, run like soon as possible in the